my soul family, welcome to today's spirituality retreat for this full moon in Leo in January 2021. My name is Christie Ramirez and I'm your health and wellness expert. So for today's full moon ceremony, we're going to be doing a little bit of a bonfire meditation. We're going to take it slow and we're just going to take it with the flow, and we're just going to allow these healing energies to surround us. And whatever healing message wants to come through, let it be, because I feel like there is a lot of healing that wants to come here in today's session, and I feel like a lot of ancestors are wanting to help us and guide us. I'm really feeling the Atlantean and the Lemurian, and maybe even other ancient civilizations like shamanism, shaman civilizations like Native Americans. Whatever culture you resonate with might be trying to help you on a daily basis. So this is about allowing their presence to help and guide us on a daily basis, help us get things done, right? God's assignments done. And I'm really feeling like with this fire energy today, what are we celebrating today? What are some of the things that happened this month? Let us take a little bit of reflection and reflect on what took place this month that is going to change your life forever. What changes did you make that are going to drastically change your day-to-day life from now on? Let us take a minute to think about this. It could have been something simple. Maybe you just made a little bit of rearrangement on your furniture. Maybe you cleared up some space in your schedule. Maybe now you're doing things in a reverse order, doing things differently. What did you change that is now going to change your life? Because those are the kind of dramatic effects that we need to experience with the changes that we've been making. If you made a change but it's not reaping any results, then did you really make an efficient change? Or maybe you didn't go in the extra mile, or maybe you didn't go as profoundly as needed. Because we need to experience this drastic transformation that is going to change our life forever. Sometimes drastic change is needed for us to be able to step up that next level. What is a game changer in your life? Think about that right now. Let us breathe in some guidance, healing energy, joy. What's going to change our life for the better? To be able to experience more joy and more emotional stability and happiness. To be able to think more clearly as well, right? Because if we're surrounded by chaos or by clutter or overly hoarding onto emotions, we're not going to be able to make clear, wise decisions, right? So I feel like all the changes that we've been making have only been to clear up even our spiritual eye, and to provide more clarity as to where we're going in life. And I feel like this clarification that has been illuminated by God, because I do feel like a lot has been illuminated, right? Just like a candle illuminates the dark tunnel. So as I was saying, these changes that we've been making, they need to change our life, right? Because if they're not gonna create any effect, then why do it at all? So that's a very powerful message today. Let us continue to reflect. I want to share with you some of the crystals that are here, because these are going to help you during these moments. I'm actually going to bring my crystal Bible. Maybe that might help. But I have an empowerment crystal here, which is a solar plexus chakra crystal. It's a yellow stone, and it's very great for empowerment and regaining of vitality, but more than anything, regaining this confidence that is really what's needed during this time to make these changes, to even put ourselves out there in this leadership position. And I also have my ancient wisdom stone. This one really connects me to ancestors, and specifically the ancient Lemurians and the Atlanteans. And this is about reigniting our spiritual gifts as well, developing our spiritual gifts even further. And I also have my rose quartz ring, which this is again the self-loving, self-healing energy that's coming through. Here I have my crown chakra transformative stone, because this is what's being illuminated, right? The crown with the Leo energy, the divinity. Our crown is being open to receive this divine information, for us to be able to see clearly, because I also have my purple amethyst here, and this is a special kind of amethyst, which is going to even sharpen our intuition and spiritual eye even more. So I really feel like during this time, if you haven't yet purchased my 6-week mindful meditation program, it's really going to help you with this intuition. That is what's being ignited and reignited during this time with this full moon. And interesting enough that this chakra rug, I guess, that I have, it's interesting that the purple energy is at the top, because sometimes they change the colors of the chakras. And in this, I guess, rug demonstration, here the royal blue is the third eye. And I've also been channeling a lot of royal blue energy, which is this royalty, right? We want to reach this state of royalty by reaching this state of morality, but also being in our spiritual mission and in alignment with God, right? So that we can be in our place. And so as we reach here in this one, the crown chakra is actually purple and like a little bit of lilac, which is interesting because they sometimes switch around the colors, but I do think that's significant, because any of those colors, if you wear them as well, can also bring in more of this healing energy, more conscious awareness of the chakra that is needing to be aligned. I'm very huge on chakras because I truly do believe in them. And I feel like we're always, driven by one chakra over the other, right? One of them is always active. Some of them can be dormant at a time. They can all be in spiritual alignment and balanced. But one of them out of alignment can ruin all the other ones as well to be able to thrive at their fullest potential, you see? So I feel like during this time, to thrive at our fullest potential, we really need to make sure more than anything now, take specific notice of our third eye. That's the main priority during this moment. And then second in line would be the solar plexus. That's been coming up a lot this new year, and our heart chakra. And of course, our throat chakra. I feel like it's going to be more relevant during the new moon phase, right? But definitely for speaking our truth is going to be very helpful. And our crown chakra as well, right? To receive these downloads and be able to interpret them correctly through our third eye. Because that's how it works. Our crown chakra is activated. Many of us are receiving downloads. But if you tend to be confused about what God's trying to tell you, then this means that your third eye is a little bit blocked or fogged up. So there needs to be a lot of clearing done in your life. And let's take this meditation today to meditate on what it is that needs to be cleared in your life. Maybe you missed a spot, right? It's kind of like when you're cleaning the floor. Did you miss a spot? That little spot is very important. So just take a moment right now to just think about all these changes that you've made and what are the last finishing touches that you need to make this weekend of the full moon energy, so that by the time that we reach the next new moon, we have been cleared out and we're ready for the next big thing. So let's keep receiving this healing energy today. This is a slower kind of meditation today. This is just more introspection than anything. And receiving this beautiful healing vibration. No rush. Don't put yourself in situations where you're going to feel rushed. That's another thing what this Leo energy is telling us. A high quality life takes things slowly, mindfully, and in the moment. There's no need to rush. If you feel like you're rushing yourself, or God is rushing you, ask God why He's rushing you, because maybe it is important, right? That's where our third eye comes in. And if you have the option of doing something that perhaps might be better for a day where that's not going to be rushed, but if you try to force something and you need to rush it, then maybe that's not the best route, right? That's also what kind of this full moon in Leo teaches us. Quality over quantity, right? If you're trying to do too many things at once or in one day, is it all going to be quality? And is your life going to be quality, right? Because if you're rushing to get things all done, not only is whatever you're trying to get done not going to be quality, but then your stress levels are going to be heightened and a full blast. and that's not living a high quality life, right? So maybe there's a better moment for that thing that you need to do where it's not going to be rushed and it's actually going to feel more relaxing and rejuvenating. So definitely that's a huge advice for this time that we're in, because that's a huge secret of living a high quality life, is taking things slow. And I know that this can feel a little bit ironic when it comes to success and achievements, but believe it or not, greater achievements are achieved when you actually do things at a slower pace. If you try to rush to get somewhere, it's not only going to come out bad, but you're not going to enjoy the process. So, and I've learned this the hard way in my past. And, you know, I've tried to get things overly rushed because I was forcing destiny. And you know what? It just wasn't the moment. But it definitely is always a learning lesson. So this full moon in Leo is teaching us, you know, let us learn our lesson this time so that we don't have to repeat these same mistakes and not only waste our precious energy, but our time. Because time is precious, especially what we've all been through in 2020. We are all hyper consciously aware now that time is precious. So we are to make the most of this time and not take it for granted, but also not let it slip our fingers. Because time flies, okay? This is definitely something that I've been struggling with. I'm like, where does time go? But you know what I've realized? The more present I am in my days, which is something that I've recently mastered, and I'm still mastering, right? Because I'm not perfect yet. I'm wanting to reach even a better, higher quality life. But the more present that I'm actually in what I do, I feel like the longer my day gets, and at least I'm able to enjoy it more. Because when I try to rush things and try to just cross things off my list, not only does my day fly even faster, that it feels like I can't even get those things done, but I end up not getting those things done anyways. So definitely slow down during these moments. It's a huge challenge that we're all going to have to force ourselves to undergo, but don't put too many things on your plate, okay? Definitely, because I was trying to do that right now. Don't put too many things on your plate because it's not going to work out in your favor. And let's get the Crystal Bible today, and let's just open it up to a random page, because I was really, you know, wanting to open up this book. I was doing some, you know, cleaning up and reorganizing in my library, and I came upon my Crystal Bible that I haven't touched in a while. And look at this, we got the fishtail selenite, and guess what? I am right now holding a selenite wand. The selenite wand is like the ultimate recharger of all the crystals. It's like the ultimate regenerator. And like, to be honest, this selenite wand, if any of you have watched the Superman series or the movie, you all know of that place that looks full of ice, where it's like their hidden sanctuary, right? And this kind of reminds me of that, like kind of like Iceland, which is where the Atlantis and Lemurians are now, right? Which I kind of talked about in that class in my School of Light. But this is kind of like what the energy is. And look at this. Let's read the healing benefits, because I feel like this is our concentration during this moment. The fishtail selenite provides deep healing for the nerves. And this is exactly what I also got the message earlier today. Nerve health. I feel like there's a lot of nervous tension. This can be created by anxiety physically, but it can also be created because of mental hurdles and even emotionally, but more than anything, mental health issues. And I'm not saying mental health issues like it's a diagnosis. I'm saying just mental hurdles. That's the word. Simple things like you not rushing is a mental hurdle, right? This is a struggle that all of us can get through. Trying to slow things down, that's a mental hurdle. So this selenite wand and crystal, if you just have a little crystal that's made of selenite, it's going to help you to calm your nerves by just holding it. Actually, ever since I got this crystal in today's meditation, I'm actually feeling more calmer. I was very hyperactive before, earlier today, and it wasn't necessarily because of any stress. It's just, I just feel like I have a lot to do and I'm just being pushed to do a lot. But I couldn't wait to sit here and do this healing, grounding meditation with all of you, because it really heals me as well as I'm doing it and as I watch it after. So I'm so grateful. It's extremely calming, stabilizing emotions and diffusing tension. Emotional stability is what we're reaching with this full moon in Leo. It's like finally we get a little break, right? This form of selenite is often called the angel's wing selenite, as it also facilitates angelic contact. Wow. That's extremely important because, you know, I have a new weekly angel study class where it's a 3-part curriculum at my School of Light. That's an exclusive course. If you become a member, you have access to all the videos, and that's getting really, really good because these angels are helping us on a weekly basis. It's just so illuminating. So that's something to take into consideration. And let's take a look at the other versions of selenite. There's the orange-brown selenite, which also earths angelic energies and aids earth healing, grounding us. That's a lot that's needed during this time, because I feel like a lot of us have been flying high, right? With all these new inspirations, all these new changes, and even changes per se can create a little bit of instability in your day-to-day routine. But now we're being stabilized as we enter February. The blue selenite, placed on the third eye, quiets the intellect and facilitates shutting off mind chatter during meditation, and quickly reveals the core of a problem. Wow, that's definitely what I said earlier, right? So my mindful meditation program is going to help you all during these moments. The green selenite assists in working towards the highest good, being of service, humanity. It makes you feel good about yourself and helps to overcome the effects of aging on the skin and the skeleton. Because remember, stress is the #1 biggest aging component. So we want to make sure that by taking care of our health and wellness through meditation and our yoga practice, it's going to help us actually age more gracefully and beautifully. Because believe it or not, even hyperactive sports and movement, those actually also can, even though they're healthy, they hyperactive the nervous system. So we need a little bit more calming also in our life to balance that out as well. Because if you practice sports, or if you're just a very hyperactive person, then you need something to counteract that as well and balance off your nerves, right? And then the desert rose selenite helps to dissolve self-imposed programs or programming, mental health programming from society, from anything that could have happened from growing up, from past traumas that have been running for too long, right? It releases the programming and assists in finding an appropriate replacement. So this is where my therapy sessions are going to come in. And it can be used to strengthen affirmations of purpose. Wow. That's what the selenite wanted to tell us today. So let's just spend a little bit more moments in just silence. Let's pretend that we're all gathered around in a bonfire and just tuning in with the energies. Make sure that you're surrounded by wonderful scents. Listen to the waves of the ocean, of the wind, of the winter, the crackling of the fire. There's nowhere to be but right here, right now. Envision that whatever is going on in your mind is being wiped away by the wind. If you are dealing with any headaches or migraines or just heavy tension in your brain area or in your forehead, envision angel wings just brushing it away and dissolving and transmuting it into light. Inhale peace and quiet and calmness, and exhale anything of the past, anything of the week that was perhaps just too much or overwhelming. take this moment to think about what it is that you're feeling, what sensations are coming up. Now, what is catching your attention? What needs your attention in life? What is something that you've been neglecting or leaving for last that is actually now calling you to your attention? The first thing that came to mind is probably what it is. Now, think about that thing that you just became aware of that needs your attention and how you can actually get it done now. Envision yourself getting it done and affirm that you will get it done and believe that you will get it done. Remember that you can, and if you start, then you will get it done. But if you never start it or you never do that thing, then you will never know. So let us take this Leo energy to empower us to step into our confidence, to be able to get those things that we've been putting off for last. Maybe it has to do with love. Maybe it has to do with your health. Maybe it has to do with making changes in your career or your passions in life. What is it that you want to manifest? What visions do you want to manifest? Now is the moment to do those things. Remember the vision board that we made in the new year. What are some of those aspects in your vision board that you want to achieve that perhaps those action steps haven't been integrated into your daily routine or weekly routine? How can you fit it in so that you can slowly but surely get there? Think about that today. Now let us surrender to whatever God is telling us is the best way that we can now do those things. How can we put those dreams into action? Open up your arms and the palms of your hands to now receive this energy. Lift them up as high as you can, and let us envision little lights and sparkles of gold dropping onto the palms of our hands, and us receiving all this beautiful abundance that God wants to bless us with. The universe has showers of gifts to shower us with, and God is wanting to bless us. So now let us be open to receive this. How can we bring more joy, happiness into our life, into our future? And it all begins today, right? Because what we do today should be to better our tomorrow. So let's take this into consideration starting today. Now we're going to take more into our priorities, those things that need to get done that's going to get us to where we truly want to get. Don't get stuck in the day-to-day cycles or mundanity that might not be the things that are really going to take you to your true dreams. So make sure that everything is in balance. If you're into careers, for example, make sure that you're not staying in the cycle of the job that perhaps is not your dream come true and just expending all your energy there and not working, even if it's just little by little, on what you truly want. Because God is giving you hope. It's never too late and you're never too old to live your dream. Let us say you're in a relationship that you're not your happiest and you're just settling. Make sure you're not wasting and expending all your energy in a relationship that's not your truest love relationship and then sabotaging the true potential of a relationship. by not necessarily speaking your truth, and then being too drained to even try again, and not having the empowerment enough to speak your truth, right? So this can be related to everything when it comes to health. Let's say that you're dealing with health issues, or that perhaps, maybe even if it's just preventative health issues, preventative health measures, maybe you're expending your energy on other priorities and not giving yourself that time. So we need to make sure, again, with this full moon in Leo, that what our heart's truest desires are being taken into account. And we're working on those things, even if we have other responsibilities, even if we have families to take care of, even if you have a big position in the community, a leadership position, there's still time for you, for your health, because guess what? If you're not healthy, then you can't be a great leader. So God is asking you to please take notice of your health during these times. And that's what this Health and Wellness brand is about, right? Our alignment of body, mind, and spirit. So we always take a break out of our day-to-day to slow down and to reflect on our health and wellness. And how can we become better? How can we live a higher quality life? And that is the message for today, my friends. Make sure that you are making your spiritual practice a part of your day-to-day routine. You can always join me in my membership subscriptions. I have your Holistic Nutrition Series, which is a subscription membership where I give you healthy recipes year-round. I also do nutrition lectures, I do baking year-round, and I give you lifestyle tips. I have a meditation series that I also do year-round, where we do guided meditations. We also do classes, and I also do even audio meditations, and then that you can just listen to whenever you want. And then I also have my yoga series where I also teach classes, I give you guided sequences, and it's just so fun. And in also my forum, I also do the weekly health guidance, which is very important to start the week. And then I also do monthly research-based articles based on the nutrition lecture that I do over at my Holistic Nutrition Series. Now, of course, I offer a health and wellness bundle where you can become a member of all 4 features for a much less price, which is the recommendation, because you save a lot of money and you're getting the benefits of all, because all of them are important. Okay, and it's very easy to navigate on my website. And if you have a phone and you download my app, you can also do it on your app, except the videos. The videos have to be through the website, through the internet, but you can also look at it on your phone. So it's very, very convenient and very, very easy to navigate and just very amazing. It's a wonderful gift to give as well during these Valentine's season that we're in, and give yourself that gift of love, self-love, and self-nurturing, because that's what my programs are for. I also have programs, my Herbology Master Course, to teach you how to naturally heal yourself through herbs from Mother Nature. My Science of Yoga educational 8-week course that's going to teach you about yoga, the benefits, even the anatomy and physiology. Is a very educative course. And I also have my yoga therapy program, which is going to help you even release any mental health tensions through yoga asanas. It's a very great mental health therapy program. And my mindful meditation program to activate and sharpen your spiritual eye and intuition. And then of course I have upcoming programs coming up in this new year, 2021. And all of it is to help us become better in alignment, body, mind, and spirit. Thank you for joining me in today's healing meditation for this full moon in Leo and bonfire ceremony. And I'm so grateful. And please like, share, and subscribe this video and my YouTube channel. And I'm wishing you all an amazing journey. My name is Christie Ramirez, and I'm your health and wellness expert. Make sure to visit my website, ChristieRamirez.com, and sign up to my free mailing list to get my weekly and monthly newsletters, where I'm offering a whole page on just health and wellness, my body, mind, and spirit brand, and a weekly health tip. Have an amazing and beautiful day. Namaste.